Live from Who Cares? It's Someday or Night. On this week's show, we'll check in with Out West Coast correspondent Derek Jory. She puts the I in ukulele. From Hockey Central tonight, Carolyn Cameron. And the overly excited voice of EA Sports NHL 20, James Cybulski. He's tired of only seeing his name during Christmas, so he made a TV show. It's What Day Is It? With Noel Copeman.
Yes. I feel more like a wrestler coming in now when we actually have theme music.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, theme music is what it's all about.
Not to mention, thank you for dressing like Macho Man Randy Savage today. We're going to snap into a whole bunch of Slim Jims today. Thank you for watching. Hi, everybody. Welcome to What Day Is It? Because seriously, what the fuck day is it? Brought to you by radio. And it's amazing. We've got our own little house band now in the old late night living room. And thank you for coming, Al, by the way. Oh,
thanks for having me.
I forgot to open the list of things to do today. Because what DJ name are we going with you? DJ Al and the Vaccines.
That's right. We got what you need.
Okay, stop whispering into the mic. This isn't pillow talk.
All right.
I can hear you. Okay. Good Lord. I'm sorry about this, everybody. But thanks for dressing up. You look great.
No problem.
Yeah. You're welcome. Al is going to be the house band, which is perfect because now we've got somebody to talk to, which is awesome. And he's probably the best musician this side of the Mississippi.
At this budget, anyway.
At this budget? Yes, that's right. For all of the monies and shekels that I could afford to bring somebody in, we got Al. So thanks very much, buddy. He's going to be doing all of the behind the scenes. Yes. You did it on the first go.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, we shot this whole thing yesterday, and we had to redo the whole goddamn thing. Al's over here, and then now we've moved him over here. My whole condo looks like a pile of shit, but at least I can put the couch back now. That'll be good. Anyway, I know you already kicked it off, but let's go one more time and start the show off. Okay. Because we told everybody last week how it's going to go, and we started the show off with a list of things to do. Hit it out. I love it. Okay. So first of all, we don't have Georgia today. Georgia and her husband own an auction house, so they had some real life things to take care of this week. So that's why my hair's still long. Maybe we'll cut our hairs next week together, or we're trying to figure out a tutorial way that she could teach me how to do makeup stuff at home too.
Yeah. Do you need a tutorial on your makeup?
I'm really good at. I was really good at concealer and such. Mm-hmm. And Cybulski and Carolyn and I in the quarantine threesome room. We talk about that a little bit later on. So
quarantine threesome room. Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, get ready. You're gonna want to watch it lying down. Trust me. But yeah, no Georgia this week, and she started a great theme last week with buttholes.
Buttholes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't have a show now without buttholes. So I went out and scoured the internet, and I found the new adorable single by the Butthole Surfers. Take a look.
I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Maybe there's astronauts, maybe there's aliens all inside your butthole. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know. What's inside your butthole?
Someone is going to auto-tune that.
I sincerely hope so.
Why don't we take that clip and you add it into the thing, and we'll do our own
a
Wonder
remix.
What's Inside Your Butthole remix.
The remix to Butthole?
Yeah.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen. Get R. Kelly on this.
Are we allowed to make R. Kelly references anymore? Is he off the grid? There's a Netflix thing out about R. Kelly, and I refuse to watch it. I watched the trailer. I'm like, I get the gist of it. Not the greatest dude. I don't really need to be a part of that.
You're just going to find out more specifics on stuff that you already probably knew.
I don't need I don't. It's like watching the Titanic. I knew how it ended. I didn't need to see the fucking movie. Sorry. It's fine.
There was room on the door, though.
There was?
Jack could have been on the door.
Was that your phone?
That was you know what? We're going to...
Al,
I'm
God
sorry,
damn it,
I'm
cut.
Sorry. Gee,
This It is the learning
Let me
curves.
just quit the WhatsApp.
Yeah,
There we
great.
go. Okay, good.
We want to also highlight some good things that are going on in this ridiculous Corona COVID time. And this is another reason we wanted to bring Al in. All the stuff behind him that you can see is the branding that he started and the ideology of this amazing thing. So tell everybody a little bit what it's about.
Yeah, the brand is called MFKR, and it stands for Made for Kings and Rogues. I think we have a clip.
Yeah.
Why don't we just throw to the clip?
Oh my God! He brings
I'm wearing
a headband.
Ridiculous outfit. You can take me a little more seriously in the clip. So, do we have? Can we throw to that?
Yes, please. Let's go to the clip.
Okay. Here's the clip.
My name's Alias Ali, and I'm with MFKR, Made for Kings and Rogues. MFKR is about good people doing great things in a badass way. It's for those who make rules and for those who break rules. So you have your kings and you have your rogues, and both are good people doing great things in a badass way. One of the stories that really inspired this brand was the story of Sayyidah Fatima Ghulam. Her story is that she essentially travels around to all these brick kilns across Pakistan. And the sad reality of these places is that they're employed by children who are orphans, people who are destitute, and a whole other subset of people that have been suckered into bonded labor. And they essentially become these indebted slaves that work at these brick kilns, and they'll never be able to be free. And what she does, essentially, is she travels around to all these places. She will bust in, she will free these kids, sometimes in the middle of the night. Sometimes she even has to kidnap these kids against their own will because they don't know that life can be any better. She's been shot at, she's been beaten, she's been arrested, she's been electrocuted, and she still continues to do this. I remember reading that story and thinking, like, that's the baddest motherfucker I've ever heard of, period, full stop. And I guess I wasn't alone, because after that story had aired on the blog, they had managed to raise over $2 million to dedicate to her cause. Now, in a country like Pakistan, $2 million goes a really long way. And I remember thinking, people want to help. People want to do good. You just got to get in their way and inspire them and tell them a story. So essentially, I thought, okay, why don't we make a brand centered around this ideology that there are good people doing great things in a badass way. We'll sell cool shit, we'll tell their story, and a certain amount of our proceeds go to finding more of these people, telling their story, and enabling them to keep doing it. All right, so when you see this, what do you think? It's okay, you can say it.
Motherfucker?
Yeah, that's right. It does stand for motherfucker, but it also stands for Made for Kings and Rogues.
That's amazing. Awesome idea, and that's a story that I don't think anybody would ever really kind of go and find. So that's interesting that you were able to turn this brand out from that.
We figured, why not take the spirit of good people doing great things in a badass way and try and make something of it. So
good for you, buddy.
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
exactly what a lot of people are doing right now. So good on you. This is obviously not times that we don't want to be going
it's
through
what
alone.
the world needs now, man.
There you go. What the world? We'll get Burt Bacharach on the next show.
Okay, all right.
Perfect. All right, let's head out to the West Coast and let's talk to our West Coast correspondent. He is the king of the Vancouver Canucks social media. His name is Derek Jory, and at the beginning of this interview got cut off, and I think all I asked him basically was, how's the quarantine out in Vancouver? Let's go take a look at Derek. Hit it out. Nailed it. Derek, what's it like out there, bud?
We had an update yesterday that they plan to reopen the province in stages.
Okay.
So the first stage is kind of just keeping on right now. Physical distancing, keep doing your part, stay home. Mm-hmm. And then after the May long weekend, they're hoping to open some things slowly.
I think that's what we've heard the same kind of thing. Just garden centers and all those larger establishments.
It's something. So I'm excited.
We're one step closer to hugs.
Big bear hugs.
Obviously, working hard with the social media for the Vancouver Canucks. Heard anything from the NHL at all?
This is a top secret update that I can only tell you. I have no update.
Okay, I won't tell anybody. I swear to God, I won't.
Is that an update? That is my update. There's no update.
Well, I mean, in Toronto right now, we're talking about the Raptors kind of going back to the practice facilities. I think that's the only... and in Korea, they're playing baseball, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
you know what? The Canucks did submit a bid to be one of the cities to host the NHL if it were to come back. So I guess that is an update.
So that everybody can be sad? So every team can be on the saddest playing field?
I don't know. It's nice and sunny here. People want to be here. Our numbers are low, so let's get hockey going.
Everybody just wants to kind of get back to normal, and this is what we were going to discuss, the fact that you're on the road all the time, and people are going to want to kind of go out and travel and have a good time. We discussed last week that we were going to use Nashville as our very first stories from the road. I loved Nashville. I wasn't there long enough. I'm going to have to go back. You've been many a times. Take it away. Tell us what we should do, what we should see, where we should go. And then maybe don't do this.
Well, one of my first Nashville experiences was one of the first seasons I was ever traveling.
Which would have been what season?
Oh man, I don't even know. Probably probably 7 or 8 years ago.
We don't even know where we are today, let alone 8 years ago. Yeah.
No, I don't know what day it is or
Cool.
the date, anything.
Mhm.
Anyways, when you're young and on the road, you kind of get caught up in it a lot easier than I do now. Now I'm staying in. I'm going to read tonight. I don't want to feel like garbage tomorrow. The veteran moves.
Yep.
But I was a young pup. I was a rookie, and so you've been to Nashville. For anyone that hasn't, Bridgestone Arena is right here, and then basically a block over, there's just a strip that runs basically all the way
to the water.
almost to their football. To the water, almost to their football stadium.
Yep.
Which is bars.
It's like 3 or 4 blocks.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so if you think kind of a Vegas Strip,
Yeah.
Vegas Strip is like bars, but they're so far separated, right? To walk to the next one, it takes forever.
Mhm.
And then there could be a line, and I'm not dressed right, and they don't like the way I look, and,
Yep.
typical Derek things. So this is kind of the opposite of that. You just go from one bar to the other, and there's no cover charge, and there's live music, and there's a bachelor party, and there's a bachelorette party, and everyone's just having fun. So you just kind of tic-tac-toe your way down until you find one you like, and there's good food everywhere. And so I love Tootsie's. I'm sure you've been.
Yeah, we went to all 3 floors.
Yeah, so just different floors, different music on everyone. And so I guess my first time there, I don't know what time I went back to my room, but I know that I woke up to the phone in my room ringing, and it was my video partner at the time, Rory, saying, you have 5 minutes to get down here and the bus is leaving. And I just remember waking up and looking around my room, and it was like the Tasmanian Devil had thrown everything everywhere. So then I had to become the Tasmanian Devil to clean it all up.
The reverse Tasmanian Devil.
Get a suit on. So I get a suit on. I don't have socks on. I get down. The first 2 people I see are our GM and assistant GM. I haven't brushed my teeth. Like I just wanted to get on the bus. So I get on the bus, and I'm on the media bus, thankfully. So I get the slow clap from everybody.
Wait, there's time out. There's two buses?
2 buses, yes. There's a team bus.
Okay.
And there's a media bus.
They don't let you guys on that?
So we, with the team, can go on the team bus.
Okay.
But then there's like guys from Sportsnet or the radio that aren't allowed on the team bus. So they're on the media bus. So in this instance, I don't want to be on the team bus. I want to be on the media bus. But the best part of the story is, so I had covered the game the night before, and Luongo had come out of his net and gotten hit. I didn't see it that way, and I had fun on the Twitter account back then because we didn't have as many big sponsors and all these things. If I said something, it would be everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said he dove, and that he should get an Academy Award or something because that award show was happening that night. So I was trying to be clever and topical. Haha, whatever. So the next day we get on the plane. I'm just like, I'm sweating. I'm cotton mouth. I have no socks on. My hair is all disheveled. Like I look like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Mike Gillis, who's our general manager at the time, he turns around on the plane and says, "Derek?" I'm like, "Yeah." I didn't even know he knew my name. He's like, "Come here, please."
Oh, that's the worst. The "come here, please" is the worst.
Yeah, so I get called to the front of the plane. Have a seat, so I'm sitting beside him, trying not to breathe on him, trying not to see I don't have socks and my hair and everything. And I'm like, "What's up, Mike?" And he opens up the sports page of the paper, and they had written an article. It was Joshua Cooper, I still remember, friends with him, about the game, and he said that the Canucks, or Luongo's diving was so bad that even the official Twitter account pointed it out. And so my tweet was in the newspaper.
Oh.
And so Mike was like, "What's this about? Is this ever going to happen again?" And I'm just like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I got cotton mouth and I can't breathe." I'm like, "Don't fire me." Oh, it was awful.
That's perfect. You have 2 minutes to tell me why I shouldn't fire you. You're like, well, fall apart.
I was just like, "I'm so sorry." No one knew about social media back then, right? I was like, I don't know. I'm just saying things, and
Yep.
yeah.
So
now, I kind of have a rule now. If I am going to go out for drinks on the road, I make sure that my entire bag is packed, so that if there is a morning like this, I grab my bag and I go.
Right.
A, and B, I rarely go out on the road anymore.
Oh.
You'll catch me out in Nashville. You'll catch me out in Vegas. And every once in a while, there's a city that'll surprise you. Like New York's great. Chicago's great. Toronto. We always go out in Toronto, actually.
There you go.
That would be you and Carolyn.
Yeah. Well, Carolyn and Seaball are on the show today.
There we go.
Do you have any messages for them?
I love you both. Come back to Vancouver.
Okay, good. We'll get some better stories about Carolyn Cameron and James Cybulski next week then.
I have some. How much time do we have?
This is what I mean. This is instead of telling us about a city, you can tell us the fun that you've had with Seaball and Carolyn in one of your other cities.
Those are great. Those are great people. You have a great show.
Ah, thanks, buddy. You're part of it. This is what it's all about.
Yeah, we'll see. See if I make it past week 2.
Oh, Jesus. Let's hope that we all just kind of go back to normal. We don't have to do this next week, but, slowly but surely.
This show better stay. This better be a new normal.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It takes a little bit of time to do when you're all by yourself, so.
Sure.
Okay, what city are we going to go to next week?
Let's go to one that is sneaky good.
Sneaky
Philadelphia.
Good. Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that one, so I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Okay, man. Well, stay safe out there. Hopefully, the next time we talk, we're allowed to step foot outside of our buildings. But until then, enjoy the super secret Mother's Day surprise that you guys are making.
Yeah, it's coming along good. But I can't wait until Mother's Day is over.
He's making a comic strip. Him and his sons are making a comic strip for his wife. And
I'm
it's super
not.
secret.
My mother is not getting a comic strip from me.
Okay.
Son or my wife.
Okay. Can we see it next week?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Buddy, thanks very much. Stay safe out there, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good.
So there we go. Next week, we will learn all about Philly. Have you been to Philly?
Yes, I have been to Philly.
Okay. You went for the cheesesteaks, didn't you?
I went for the cheesesteaks.
Yeah, you did.
It's quite evident I went for the cheesesteaks.
I'm just excited that we get to look up some Philly cheesesteak places next week and throw it up on the screen when he tells us all the cool stories.
You think we should get a recipe going for, like, stay-at-home Philly cheesesteak?
Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we should do like a cooking
transition
segment.
to a cooking show.
Yeah, Macho Man's cooking segment.
Yeah, put the steak on. Yeah.
It's just nothing but Slim Jims. How to cook an elaborate meal with nothing but Slim Jims. There was a lot going on this week. It was May the 4th be with you, hence my Star Wars. It's Mother's Day tomorrow, or I guess whenever you watch this. We post these every Saturday. So, yeah, to all the mothers and sisters and the wives and friends, I want to offer my love and respect at the end.
Is that too bad?
Anything else going on that we need to cover before we get out of this piece?
Just stay safe, man.
Okay.
Stay safe.
There you go. Let's go and join Cameron, and James Cybulski in the threesome quarantine Zoom room. You'll know Seaball from being the voice of NHL 20, and Carolyn Cameron is the ukulele player from Hockey Night or Hockey Central tonight, but we couldn't get her to play the ukulele this week. But instead, we talked about makeup and a whole bunch of stories and how we met and all that kind of crap. So let's go and see what those guys are up to. Hit it out. Do it again. We're not going to the clip until you do it fucking right. All right. Just the end part. This is... No. Yes. All right. Let's go say hi to Carolyn and Seaball. Well, good start with the hair. Now it looks like we need fucking makeup and styling for this too.
Hey, watch your fucking language.
Oh, listen, this is the best part about doing a show on the internet is there is no language barrier, which I love it. So feel free.
Our employers will love this.
Your what, sorry?
Yep. Our employers.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, we won't talk about anything too bad. How you feeling, Carolyn?
Good. I'm good as new now. I'm healthy.
Yeah? Did you actually go get tested? And
they don't want people going to the hospital unless you have to.
So you're healthy. Everything's good. You're back to playing tennis by yourself in a wall?
Yeah. Back to not doing much.
Yeah, that's great.
Which I was already doing. So
perfect. I find it interesting that you guys even got to work together in Vancouver. So I don't even actually know if I know the story how that came to be, because obviously that's a bit of an age gap. So who got the call first to be like, hey guys, this is what's happening and this is your co-host?
You told this story a couple of weeks ago, Seaball, when we were doing an Instagram Live. Do you want to start it?
You want me to start it? Yeah. You know, like clearly people are desperate for content when this is the second time we've had during this pandemic, right?
Don't worry. I'll make sure to ask all the awkward follow-up questions then.
Yeah. You know, so this would have been almost 7 years ago. And there was a sense that I had started at Sportsnet for about maybe 2 or 3 months at this point. Carolyn, you had been there for a few months probably before me.